are going to bring this meeting to order. Please find your seats. Please find your seats. Please. City Council acknowledges that the land on which we gather and that is currently known as the City of West Hollywood is the occupied, unceded, seized territory of the Gabrielino Tongva and the Gabrielino Quiche peoples. I'm calling the January 12, 2026 City Council meeting to order. It is 6:04 p.m. We have a very special guest to join us tonight, David Baram. Will you please join us to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Great job, David. I will turn it to our city clerk to take a roll call.
Thank you, Mayor, for the last time. I'm going to do voice votes this evening since we'll be doing the rotation. Councilmember Erickson.
Present.
Councilmember Hang.
Here.
Councilmember Meister. Here. Vice Mayor Heilman. Here. Mayor Byers.
Still mayor.
We have a quorum. Love it.
We'll move to the approval of the agenda. Do my colleagues have any changes, or do staff have any changes on tonight's agenda?
No changes from staff.
Thank you.
Move we approve.
We have a motion from Vice Mayor Heilman.
Second.
Second from Councilmember Erickson. I will now take a vote. Councilmember Erickson.
Aye.
Councilmember Hang.
Aye.
Councilmember Meister.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Heilman. Mayor Byers.
Aye.
We have an agenda for the evening.
Terrific. And I don't believe there are any Levine Act disclosures that are needed on tonight's agenda, so
I
we'll
hope
go
not.
straight into adjournment motions. And I believe, Councilmember Meister, you have some to get us started?
Yes, thank you, Mayor. First, I would like to request that we adjourn in memory of Frank Tahiri, who passed away recently on December 8th. Frank is the father of Fareed Tahiri. Fareed is the husband of Tom Keeley, who runs Visit West Hollywood. Fareed and Tom are residents of West Hollywood. We extend our heartfelt condolences to Fareed, Tom, and the entire Tahiri family as they mourn this loss. I would also like to request that we adjourn this meeting in memory of the victims of the tragic fire at Lake Constellation nightclub in Crans, Montana, Switzerland, which occurred in the early hours of New Year's Day during celebrations. Swiss authorities have confirmed that more than 40 people lost their lives in that blaze and 116 others were injured. We honor the memories of those who passed away, offer our deepest condolences to their families and loved ones, and extend solidarity to the entire Cron, Montana community as they mourn this heartbreaking incident. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll turn it to Councilmember Erickson.
Thank you so much, Madam Mayor. I would like to adjourn in memory of Gregory Hoffman, who passed away Sunday, January 4th, 2026 at Aurora St. Luke's Medical Center in Wisconsin. He worked as a physician recruiter from Aurora Burlington Hospital, was avid in the Burlington athletics for many years. His success and dedication in Burlington athletics led him to being inducted into the Burlington Hall School Wall of Fame in 2007, an accomplishment he was very proud of. He was also loved to take care of Beaumont Baseball Field, where he worked tirelessly along with my nephews as well as my brother-in-law to make sure the many, many games that they took place there every spring and summer were met with great beauty through all of his time on the lawnmower. Greg is survived by his wife, Chris, mother Marge, children Ryan, my brother-in-law, my sister-in-law Melinda Hoffman, as well as Lindsay Dominy, his daughter, as well as grandchildren Brady and Bailey Hoffman, Sawyer and Gavin Dominy, and brother Scott Hoffman. He was preceded in death by his father and son-in-law, and he will be very missed and was always such a kind man to my family as well as myself. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Vice Mayor Hang, well, soon to be.
Almost. Thank you, Mayor. Tonight, I'd like to request that we adjourn in memory of Lou Horowitz, the father of our dear community member, Ed Horowitz. Lou was a remarkable individual whose life touched his family, his community, and the world of film and television in meaningful ways. Lou believed in people and ideas long before anyone else did. At a time when independent films were often dismissed, he stepped up and helped finance great movies, including My Big Fat Greek Wedding and the Academy Award-winning Monster. He also played a role in the creation of MTM Enterprises alongside Mary Tyler Moore and Grant Tinker. His work helped shape modern independent filmmaking, but he never sought the spotlight for himself. Lou's son, Ed, followed in his father's footsteps in the entertainment industry, becoming the executive producer for The Talk on CBS and The Jennifer Hudson Show, of which Lou was so proud of. More than anything, Lou was a family man. He shared a beautiful 70-year marriage with his wife, Hermine, raised 3 children, was a proud grandfather and great-grandfather. Those who knew him described someone who was meaningful, generous, quietly funny, and deeply kind, a person who showed up for others and believed in doing good without fanfare. Lou passed away peacefully on December 19th, 2025, just weeks before his 91st birthday, leaving behind a legacy of love, integrity, and belief in others. He is survived by 3 children, 7 grandchildren, and 1 great-grandchild. Tonight, we honor Lou Horowitz for the life he lived, the family he cherished, and the stories he helped bring into the world, both on the screen and through the way he lived his life. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Seeing no additional requests for adjournment, I will request that we adjourn in memory of Renee Nicole Good, a cherished mother, writer, and poet. who, as we know, tragically passed away after being shot by the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement on January 7th in Minneapolis, Minnesota. She was 37 years old. Originally from Colorado, Renee had made a home in the Twin Cities where she lived with her partner and young child. She's remembered by her family and neighbors, and truly all of us across this country in this moment, as a deeply compassionate soul who's dedicated her life to caring for others. A talented writer with a distinct voice, Renee studied creative writing at Old Dominion University, where she was awarded the Undergraduate College Poetry Prize in 2020 for her work. She described herself as a poet and a hobby guitar strummer, finding joy in the arts and in the quiet moments of life. Her gentle spirit and warmth were evident to all who knew her, from her neighbors in South Minneapolis to the academic community she was a part of. Renee's life was defined by her devotion to her family, particularly her 6-year-old son. She was the widow of Timmy Ray Macklin Jr., who passed away in 2023, and she faced life's challenges with resilience and grace. Her mother described her as one of the kindest people she had ever known, a woman who was loving, forgiving, and affectionate. Her sudden and public death during a confrontation with federal agents has sparked widespread mourning and community vigils across Minneapolis and beyond, including here in West Hollywood Park just this weekend. While the circumstances of her passing have become the subject of national attention, those closest to her choose to remember the amazing human being she was in life. She leaves behind her son, her mother Donna, her partner, and a community heartbroken by her loss. Thank you all. And as we transition to the matters before us tonight, which are very exciting, we must first acknowledge and celebrate the leadership and the contributions of the student, David Baram from Rosewood Magnet, who joined us tonight to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. So we'll have you come up and join us for a photo, and we'll give you a certificate. Pass them over. And at this time, I will welcome our city clerk, Melissa Crowder, and Vice Mayor, soon to be Mayor, John Heilman, to the front so we can administer this oath of office.
Please raise your right hand. I, John Heilman,
I, John Heilman,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that while serving in the office of mayor
that while serving in the office as mayor
of the city of West Hollywood,
of the city of West Hollywood,
I will support and defend
I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California.
I will bear true faith and allegiance
I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
discharge the duties upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Melissa?
And now we will have Councilmember D'Amico give the oath of office to incoming Vice Mayor Danny Hang.
While Danny is coming over, I just want to congratulate you, John.
Thank you,
It's
John.
extraordinary 40 plus years of your service. Our entire community knows that, and we appreciate you.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
But don't slip up, because Danny will take your crown. All right, you ready?
Round two, I'm ready.
I state your name.
I state your name.
I
Danny Hang,
do solemnly swear that
do solemnly swear that
while serving in the office of Vice Mayor
while serving in the office of Vice Mayor
of the City of West Hollywood,
of the City of West Hollywood,
I will support and defend the Constitution
I will support and defend the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California.
I will bear true faith and allegiance
I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California.
and the Constitution of the State of California.
I take this obligation freely,
I take this obligation freely,
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion.
and I will well
And I will well
and faithfully
and faithfully
discharge the duties upon which
discharge the duties upon which
I am about to enter.
I'm about to enter.
Right on, man.
So now it's our opportunity to thank and congratulate our outgoing mayor for her incredible year of service. And we're first going to start with a video from our county supervisor, who unfortunately cannot be here tonight. So.
Good evening. I want to congratulate Mayor Byers on the completion of her year at the helm, and what a year it has been. You've led the city through the Sunset Fire and the January windstorm last winter, and through the federal immigration deployments this summer. You've defended animals and our environment by expanding the retail pet ban to include all living animals, and choosing plant-based food for city events by default. West Hollywood updated its energy efficiency policy for buildings, remaining a strong partner for sustainability and for climate resilience in our region. Under your leadership, the city launched the WeHo Locals program to support local businesses and to help residents navigate the affordability crisis. Mayor Byers, you've been an exceptional leader. You have led with pragmatism and vision, a rare combination. Thank you for your leadership this year. Well done, and congratulations.
And it's my great pleasure and honor to, on behalf of my colleagues, present Chelsea with a proclamation in honor of her outstanding service as mayor. As you know, Chelsea was elected to the West Hollywood City Council in November 2022. She began her council service with a strong focus on inclusion, sustainability, and community engagement. In January 2025, the City Council selected Chelsea Lee Byers to serve as mayor of the city for a term ending in 2026. We entrusted her with guiding the city's legislative agenda and representing the community, and she has done so with exceptional integrity, with vision, and unwavering dedication. During her term, Mayor Byers championed sustainability and environmental stewardship. She worked to promote a greener community, directing staff to pledge participation in the Clean California Community Designation Program as part of our ongoing efforts at beautification and anti-litter efforts. She co-sponsored WeHo Food Day as part of LA Climate Week to encourage plant-based eating and to strengthen the city's climate action priorities. Mayor Byers has supported local businesses, arts, and community engagement. She helped expand the WeHo Loves Locals program through a digital gift card initiative and approved the expansion of our 2026 West Hollywood Art Walk to make it a citywide event. She has been a strong advocate and continues to be a strong advocate for families, children, and social services. She established our child care-focused town hall to elevate community voices on family support needs and directed staff to explore the development of a social services micro-grant program to support many of the smaller organizations that deliver essential services to community members. Mayor Byers continues to be, I'm going to have trouble not saying Mayor Byers, but Mayor Byers, you'll always be a mayor to me. Mayor Byers continues to be a steadfast champion for LGBTQ+ rights, for economic justice, for housing affordability, and inclusive transportation and mobility solutions, advancing policies that ensure West Hollywood always remains a welcoming, equitable, and forward-looking community for all. Now, therefore, on behalf of the City Council, we bestow on behalf of Mayor Byers this highest honor and proclamation, and thank you for all of your service to the community. And we have a wonderful and heavy plaque for you to carry home. So if everyone could join me, let's go down and get a photograph of this.
Oh, thank you.
Do you want the plaque or do you just want
Yes, I'd love to do that. Taking her seat.
me?
Oh, no. You're next to me. And I really didn't end that the way I wanted to. So please all join me in thanking Chelsea for her incredible service this last year. And I'm going to turn it over to my colleagues in case they have any brief remarks before we turn to the public comment, if anyone wants to share any of their congratulatory remarks for Chelsea at this time.
Chelsea, I didn't prepare anything. However, I just want to thank you for your service as mayor. I don't know that people understand how difficult it can be, how time-consuming it can be, and although we all have the same power in terms of votes, running a meeting it takes a lot. It takes a lot of preparation. It takes a lot of dedication. Being at every event, just being able to juggle that and navigate a meeting Sometimes, we're not easy. Sometimes the public's not easy. And so being able to do that as you did so really with such grace, I really appreciate that. So thank you for representing us so well.
I've been trying to think about what to say for quite some time now, which I'm never usually at a loss for words, but I am at a loss for words when it comes to the bold leadership that you always present. But the way you stood up this last year is just incomparable to who I ever could have imagined you being as mayor. I got to meet you many years ago when I was doing the Women's Leadership Conference here, something that you talk about, not only to show that I'm much older than you, but to show who you've been in this city for a long time. You have been a stalwart champion for animals, for renters, for housing advocates, for people with disabilities, and for people who are just down on their luck who need a voice to defend them. And in a time where we have a fascist in the White House, I could not imagine someone more equipped to lead the city than someone who that fascist himself kicked out of the Republican National Convention, and that was Councilmember Chelsea Byers. And so being someone that was already the thorn in that man's side is something that I look to for strength. But something that I saw the most honorable about you was that during the fires, when several of us were actually up in Sacramento, rushing to get home while what was happening on the far west side, not knowing what would happen later that night on the Sunset Fire, when I was working with it, all of us were working to make sure residents were taken care of. And a lot of people don't know this. Chelsea Byers called every member of the Disabilities Advisory Board, the Senior Advisory Board, and made sure people who are not on those boards or commissions, who didn't have reliable transportation, whose children were sick, or who needed someone to make sure that they were gonna be okay, that's what she spent her time doing. And she said, I will come and get you, and we will find and make sure that you are safe. That is the leader who you were on day one. And it is an honor to serve with you every day, but the joy and privilege of being your friend is something that I will remember for a lifetime. And I'm so proud of you, and I just cannot wait to see where your fabulousness always goes. Congratulations, Chelsea.
Thank you, Mayor. I wanted to take a moment to celebrate and thank someone who has been an incredible leader for our city this past year, and that is Mayor Chelsea Byers. Chelsea led with heart, she showed up, she listened, and she cared deeply about this community and the people who call West Hollywood home. Whether we were navigating tough conversations or celebrating big wins, she always brought thoughtfulness, kindness, and a real sense of purpose to the role. What I've appreciated most is how grounded she's been as mayor, focused on collaboration, open to different perspectives, and always centered on doing what's best for the city. She brought a calm confidence to the work and helped move us forward together. Chelsea, thank you for your time, your energy, your teaching lessons and moments to guide me as a freshman on the city council, and your steadfast leadership. West Hollywood is better because of the way you served this past year, and I'm truly grateful to have worked alongside you.
I want to add my voice to the voices of my colleagues. Serving as your vice mayor, we got to serve on a lot of subcommittees and special projects together, and it's been just such an honor to work with you and to get to know you at that level. But I want to especially thank you for your leadership as mayor. You did an outstanding job guiding us through some very difficult conversations. You set such a wonderful tone for our meetings. You kept us on track, and you did it all with such incredible intellect and grace and compassion, and it came through in everything you did and everything you initiated. So thank you so much for your leadership this last year.
Well, I want to just I mean, this is beyond. Serving in this role is truly the honor and privilege of a lifetime. But when I look out in this room, it's really because of this community and everything that has been built for the last 41 years. We truly could not be in better hands under the leadership of now Mayor John Heilman. Truly, yes. And there's certainly something very sweet about being able to pass the baton to such an incredible leader in him. But I really just feel this, as crazy as it is, against everything we're facing with this federal administration and just, I mean, even the adjournment motion tonight, everything that we're truly up against as people in our day-to-day lives, to know what we're capable of as a city and to have led this city. It's given me such a sense of hope, of optimism, of possibility. And I know in everyday life, we may lose sight of that or not feel it, but when you're in this city of West Hollywood, I hope you can tap back into that potential, that possibility. 41 years ago, a group of people defined what government could be, and we're here living it now. We're living the wildest dreams of people decades ago. Some of them are still here with us today, and that we get to be a bridge. It's important, but that we get to be a bridge for that hope for the future in such a critical moment. It's truly our responsibility. We all have our own issues with ourselves, with each other, with the city, and that's okay. But how we sort out those issues here among ourselves truly matters because the world's looking at us. They need a model like West Hollywood, and it's incumbent upon ourselves to be that model in this moment. So how we sort out our issues, how we deal with our disagreements, it really matters because, as I've said, it's us against the world. It's West Hollywood on the stage. It's our story to tell. And every single person here contributes in such great ways to that. So I hope we can, in this year ahead, which is gonna come at us fast, it already is, that we can take those moments to slow down and reflect on what we have here in this city, that we can connect differently with each other, with ourselves, and that we can feel that sense of possibility and stay optimistic through it all. That's what I'm really carrying, and is a huge sense of gratitude for that lesson at such an early point in my life. I'm tremendously grateful for the investment in my leadership, for this opportunity, for my family, Austin and my mom to be here tonight, and so many of you in the community who have become that chosen family for me as well, supporting me day in and day out. I think my colleagues here, it really takes all 5 of us to make this work, and how lucky we are to have city staff that choose to be a part of this city every single day. We're so lucky to have Jackie Rocco leading us as city manager in the years ahead. And so through all the times ahead, just remember West Hollywood, remember what's created, what's possible because of West Hollywood. And just thank you all so much for helping continue to make that possible and give me the opportunity to serve our story and our city this way for this last year. I'm truly grateful. Thank you.
I am going to turn it over to our esteemed city clerk, Melissa, who is going to introduce the dignitaries that we have tonight, as well as to lead us in public comments. So, Melissa.
Thank you, Mayor Heilman. I will read off the dignitaries that we have, and you are welcome to come up and speak when I call your name. I'm not going to set the speaker timer, but I encourage you to keep your remarks brief because we have other members of the public who wish to speak as well.
And we have a party afterwards.
The party, that's the most important part. Joining us from the City of Beverly Hills, Vice Mayor Craig Corman and Council Member Mary Wells. Vice Mayor Craig Corman.
Good evening. It may just be me tonight. It is my distinct pleasure to be here on behalf of the Beverly Hills City Council to present, three certificates of commendation. The first to outgoing Mayor Chelsea Byers in recognition of the dedication to public service and commitment to making a positive impact in West Hollywood as mayor. The second commendation is to incoming Vice Mayor Danny Hang in recognition of the dedication to public service as the first Asian American Vice Mayor of West Hollywood. And the last one, of course, is to incoming Mayor John Heilman in recognition of the dedication to public service and commitment to making a positive impact in West Hollywood as incoming mayor. Thank you.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vice Mayor Corman. Joining us from the City of Santa Monica, Mayor Carolyn Chorosis and Councilmember Natalia Zemitskaya.
Hi, everyone. Carolyn Tarosis, Santa Monica, for those who I haven't met, and I'm here with my colleague.
Hi, Councilmember Natalia Zernitskaya.
And I just want to say congratulations to former Mayor Chelsea Byers. We are so, so proud of you. It's been an amazing year of your leadership. You've led all of us in the region through some really significant events. And throughout the year, you really treated social services as an essential city infrastructure, which is deeply important to us in Santa Monica as we address some of these regional crises together. You advanced a more humane approach to homelessness and housing stability, recognizing that preventing displacement and connecting people to services is how we create safety and stability in our communities. You ensured that West Hollywood continued to lead on public health, harm reduction, and dignity first responses that save lives, and we truly appreciate that and your leadership. And your leadership really extended across the full spectrum of care. Seeing animal welfare as an extension of family safety and community safety to support residents and families is really important to us, and we're so proud of the path that you've charted. We want to follow you. And you made sure that seniors could age in place and that our renters were protected. And so that's just, I think, a small flavor of what's to come for you and your career and what you can do for this city. We are so proud of you. We're so proud to be here. Incoming Mayor Heilman. I just was sworn in as the mayor. I really look forward to working with you. I know that we're going to continue our strong regional partnership, really on these intractable issues that many of us face here on the West Side. So I very much am wishing you nothing but the best of success. Vice Mayor Hang, so proud of you, really proud to know you as a friend and wishing you all the best as well. Councilmember Zernitskaya, if you wanted to add anything, go ahead.
So, thank you, Mayor. So as we know, a lot of the issues that we face are not specific to any one city. They are regional, and it has been an honor and a pleasure to work with you, former Mayor Byers, on all of these issues. And I look forward to working with you, Mayor Heilman and Vice Mayor Hang, on the regional issues that we all face. And just one more thing. Спасибо вам за то, что ты сделала прошлый год, и мы вас поздравляем на следующий год. Очень рада для этого города. For anyone who doesn't speak Russian, I just said thank you for the prior year, and we're very excited for the next one.
Спасибо большое.
Спасибо вам.
Yes, please. From the City of Monterey Park, Vice Mayor Henry Lowe and Councilmember Thomas Wong.
Good evening. I do apologize for my colleague Thomas Wong, who is, I think, stuck in traffic at the moment from the San Gabriel Valley, but hopefully he will make it for reception. But let me say on behalf of the residents of Monterey Park how excited we are here to share in this joyous occasion. I've known many of you professionally, personally. Outgoing Mayor Chelsea Byers, we served together on the LGBTQ caucus for California League of Cities, and she is our president this year, and she hit the ground running, and I can't think of someone who's more poised, more articulate, who is just a leader in representing our caucus and all LGBT council members in California. So congratulations on the job well done, Mayor. And to incoming Mayor John Heilman, you are a role model for so many of us. Certainly when I was 25 years ago, a young activist, and trying to see what's possible in terms of representation for those who are LGBT, and someone said, you should look at John Heilman. I mean, he is a role model for so many of us, and that is so true. And to be able to share in today's honor to see you as mayor again, congratulations. And to my dear friend Danny Hang, who, by the way, he was born in Monterey Park. So we do claim him. We do claim him. Yes, thank you, thank you. Again, thank you so much for your friendship and to see you grow. I still remember speaking to you, over a year ago, saying I want to run for city council, and this is something you've never done before, and it's scary to run for office for the first time, and for you to do it and do so well. You yourself is already making history and certainly making waves across not just your home region of the San Gabriel Valley, but certainly in California, and it is just an honor to be able to share in this delightful occasion with your family, so. So congratulations to the West Hollywood. As Ms. Byers said, the world looks at local cities in terms of what is possible as a foil to the nastiness that's coming out of Washington, D.C. And really, when they say, laboratories of democracy, it really is local government. And so keep doing what you're doing, and we're looking forward to working with all of you. So thank you. Okay.
Thank you. From Culver City Unified School District Board President Tristan Isidore.
I think I'm the only one here from Culver City. Hi, everyone. It's very excited to be here. Unfortunately, the City Council is in session tonight. They're busy serving us down in City Hall, but I wanted to be here to hold down the fort to thank you, former Mayor Byers, for your leadership, and to welcome our incoming mayor and vice mayor. So exciting. Former Mayor Byers, I think you led with such integrity and such grit. As someone who was also leading in my own capacity in Culver City at the same time, I got to see I think your level of commitment and dedication and passion for this city up close, and so it was really inspiring to me. And I think as Councilmember Ziniskaya from Santa Monica noted, the issues that West Hollywood are facing are not different than the issues of Culver City, and I think that when we talk about how we can regionally collaborate on all of these issues that we're collectively facing, I think you were a strong leader in that moment. So we have certificates for you. I know of course, for you today, Mayor Heilman and Vice Mayor Hang. On a very personal note, as someone who's a Trojan myself, it's very exciting to see two USC people ascend in this moment. So I want to make that shameless plug for those here who are Trojans as well. On a very personal note, but on a public note, and on an actually real note, we've been such inspired by your leadership, Mayor Hyman, as an LGBTQ elected official myself. I don't want to speak for Mayor Puza, but I think he'd be seconding me right here in this moment. I think the inspiration that you have had to so many of us have been kind of opened the door and taught us how to lead in this moment, as well as you, Vice Mayor Hang. So I want to be respectful of the time. We have our certificates, but thank you so much.
On behalf of Los Angeles County Assessor Jeff Prang, Andy Taban, Field Deputy.
Good evening. I have 3 recognitions here today. The assessor is very sad he couldn't be here. I'm sure many of you know his heart is in West Hollywood. Outgoing Mayor Byers, we want to recognize you for your year of service. I think, you know, every time we talk to dignitaries, they always say there's one crisis or one issue that goes on in every term, and I think you were lucky enough to have multiple. But I think one of the most incredible things is you handle them, as always, with grace and with a smile, at least publicly a smile. And on a personal note, one of the things I found so incredible about you during your term is, you know, a lot of people, when talking to you, they always get to say that when they have a conversation with you, they always feel like you are only talking to them, and you're able to see a lot of them. And kindness is always what comes to mind when we talk about you. And I don't even reside in the city. I reside 45 minutes away, and people there know you for your kindness. So for that, we thank you for your service to the city of West Hollywood and your continued service as a councilwoman. To Mayor Heilman and Vice Mayor Hang, the assessor wants to thank you both for your continued public service and for all you've done for your term as on this council for the city of West Hollywood. And we truly do look forward to continuing our relationship with you, working with you, and seeing all the incredible achievements that you're going to do in your terms, and hopefully less crisis going on. So thank you so much, and congratulations.
On behalf of Assembly Member Rick Chavez-Zipper, Joshua Marin Mora.
Thank you so much. So on behalf of Assemblymember Rick Chavez-Zabur, I'm here to commend former Mayor Byers for her leadership as mayor, especially during such a difficult year last year. A year was difficult for so many of us. And the Assemblymember commends you for your public service, and especially your focus on sustainability, affordable housing, and social services, all of which are deeply important for residents here in West Hollywood, but also for residents across Assembly District 51. And I'll also add, it's just been a pleasure getting to work with you. I know we've had opportunities to work one-on-one in ways to support our residents, especially when it comes to state agencies, and I just continue to look forward to working with you. And then to Mayor Heilman, the Assemblymember extends his sincere gratitude as well for your many decades of service and his congratulations on becoming mayor once more. I've also had an opportunity to work with you one-on-one to support residents, and so I look forward to continuing those opportunities in this new upcoming year. And finally, for Vice Mayor Hang, it's just been such an honor getting to know you last year, and I'm very excited, especially in this new role, to look for ways to continue to work with you. And to the City Council, please know that our office is here to be supportive, our door is open, and of course, residents as well. And of course, I bring a commendation for the outgoing mayor, so thank you so much.
On behalf of Senator Ben Allen, Sam Gallegos, District Representative.
Hello, good evening. Thank you. My name is Sam Gallegos. I'm a district representative for Senator Allen's office. First, I wanted to extend my sincere thank you, Mayor Byers, former Mayor Byers, recently, for your service and dedication. During your time as mayor, you've led with thoughtfulness, integrity, and a deep commitment to the values of West Hollywood and what makes West Hollywood such a beacon of light and hope for so many. Your steady leadership, collaborative spirit has guided the city to expand on their goals of equity and having meaningful conversations and thoughtful progress. On behalf of State Senate District 24, thank you for your time, your energy, and your care for this city. It is my great pleasure to welcome our new mayor, John Heilman. Mayor Heilman brings a long history of public service and dedication, institutional knowledge, and a clear passion for the city. Your leadership has consistently reflected a strong belief in community engagement and the importance of standing up for this city and defining this city's voice. We look forward to your guidance and your collaboration as we face both challenges and growth together. We're confident in your ability to lead with vision and respect for the diverse voices that make up the beautiful city of West Hollywood. On behalf of Senator Allen, I have some accommodations for outgoing Mayor Byers, Mayor Heilman, and for incoming Vice Mayor Huang.
On behalf of Los Angeles County Supervisor Lindsay Horvath, Amanda Laughlin, Field Rep.
Hi there. First, I want to say congratulations to Mayor Heilman. I know that entering your last term as mayor here with the city must be bittersweet, but we are really happy to have you at the helm, and thank you for returning once again to serve. And congratulations to Councilmember Hang for your first go as vice mayor. We look forward to working with you both this year. And now, Mayor Byers, thank you for the courage, grace, and leadership you've shown as you've led the city for the past year. I've watched you dive into tough situations without any reservation to keep the city safe and welcoming for all its residents, visitors, and businesses. You've been an excellent example of what a head-on but heart-first leader looks like for everyone. I wish you all of the best this upcoming year as a council member, and thank you for your service as mayor. And on behalf of the County of Los Angeles, I also have a certificate for you. Thanks.
On behalf of Los Angeles Unified School District Board Member Nick Melvoin, Rachel Sherman, Community Engagement Manager.
Good evening. So excited to be here on behalf of LAUC Board Member Nick Melvoin, proudly representing District 4, to offer his congratulations. Thank you so much, outgoing Mayor Chelsea Byers, for your leadership this past year. We really appreciate your partnership with our schools and your service to West Hollywood. And congratulations to incoming Mayor Heilman and Vice Mayor Danny Hang. We are so happy to work with you in the year ahead. And on behalf of the LAUC Board of Education, we're sending over certificates of recognition as a small token of our appreciation for your leadership and support of education. I also want to very quickly highlight some exciting work nearby. Fairfax High School is beginning a major campus modernization, as some of you know, including a new gymnasium, state-of-the-art classrooms, and safer, more accessible spaces for students and the community. Construction begins this month with completion scheduled for late 2029, and we were really happy to welcome some of you there recently on campus for an event, and look forward to welcoming more of you there soon. And nearby is also Laurel Early Education Center, which serves 2 to 4-year-olds, and recently opened a brand new Nature Explore outdoor classroom to support hands-on early learning. Thank you so much to the City of West Hollywood for your continued support of our local public schools, especially your partnership with schools like West Hollywood Elementary, including the city's 2024 investment to upgrade their playground with solar reflective paint, and the pickleball court, which we continue to see students greatly enjoying up to today. So the LAUSD and City of West Hollywood are actually formal partners through an education compact, which is part of a broader effort to align city and school district resources to strengthen student and family supports and expand opportunity. And so we really value this partnership and look forward to working together ahead in the years ahead. So thank you so much. Nick sends his heartfelt thanks and best wishes for a successful year. Thanks for having me.
From the City of Beverly Hills, Councilmember Mary Wells.
Good evening. I'm Councilmember Mary Wells from Beverly Hills. I know that my council member and colleague, our Vice Mayor Craig Corman, has already spoke on behalf of our city, but I just wanted to personally come here today and thank you so much to our former mayor, Chelsea Byers, for your tremendous work that you've done this past year. It's been a really challenging year, and you really did step up and right into the leadership role for your city. I'm very proud of you. I also wanted to welcome our new mayor, Mayor Hyman, and also to the new vice mayor, Danny Hang. I'm very excited to continue our partnership, working with you as our neighbors in our region, and look forward to working on many of the issues that we share together, in particular traffic and safety. And I also want to commend you on your response with regard to the traffic accident that was fatal for one of the residents that was in town, who also happened to be one of our former school members from the Beverly Hills High School. So thank you for your good work. It's hard work, and I appreciate it. Thank you.
I would also like to recognize former Mayor and Council Member John D'Amico and former Mayor and Council Member Abby Land. That concludes the introduction of dignitaries. We'll now move to public comment. The City Council values your comments. However, pursuant to the Brown Act, the Council cannot take action on items not listed on the posted agenda. Speakers will have 2 minutes to speak. This public comment period is to address the City Council on consent calendar items or items of general interest within the jurisdiction of the City Council. I will now call our first speaker, Tom DeMille.
Yes, my name is Tom DeMille. I'm a resident of the city of West Hollywood. Excuse me. You know, I lost my legs, but my eyes don't lie to me. When 300 million people saw what I saw, I just have to say that. Chelsea, congratulations on what you've done the last year. I saw you everywhere. It was wonderful. I asked you tonight, and John, you're like a gay icon, Like Elton John is a gay icon, And I want to go further with this. Let's go further. How many people have a business here? You're probably all bankrupt by now. But let's turn that around. The whole city, turn it around. While Elton John's coming in about 60 days, let's put his footprints and his hands in cement, yours too, John, and be the first gay icon on the gay icon walk that we build all throughout the Rainbow District. Furthermore, Elton John can do another event on Sunset to build the rock and roll Walk of Fame too, with all the greatest rock bands that ever lived. Our history, Chelsea, you said reflect. Let's reflect. What we have is our history. Let's put it on the street. If we put it on the street, people will come and look on our streets forever. They'll see the gay icons that supported us. They'll see who helped us during the AIDS crisis, which was Elton John. He could be at the AIDS crisis, at the AIDS Memorial. He could be on Sunset. He could be anywhere we wanted to have him be. But let's get his footprints and his fingers now while he's still alive. He's not going to live another year. With all of that happening, we will get people walking in our streets again. We won't be afraid to go out and be attacked because there's only one person out. We'll all be out again. We'll all be shopping again. We'll all go to restaurants again. Let's live again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom. Your time is up.
We have an additional dignitary who's with us this evening on behalf of Congresswoman Laura Friedman's office, Luke Klipp.
Thank you. And I brought a certificate here for you from the Congressmember, outgoing Mayor Byers, but wanted just to sort of acknowledge that this is the first year for Congressmember Friedman in Congress, and what a year. And we'll see what happens in the next year. Mayor Heilman, we look forward to working closely with you and as well Vice Mayor Hang. The Congressmember really truly appreciates not just having West Hollywood in her district, which she's never gotten to represent before in previous elected office, but being able to be a champion on issues she cares about. When she fought for HIV prevention grant funding, when she fought for Planned Parenthood, she continues to fight for Planned Parenthood. There are issues that are very near and dear to her heart, which she feels very personally with her relationship here with the City of West Hollywood. And I just want to say, Mayor Byers, it has been a delight getting to work with you this past year. Some other folks have mentioned sort of bringing it down to that very human, personal level, being able to take big, complex things and understand what that means for the individual person on the street and why that matters to them. That is such an important innate skill that is not necessarily innate to everyone that you have brought to this job, and we're truly grateful for that. And I want to say for incoming Mayor Heilman, it is going to be a delight and honor, I am sure, getting to work with you over the next year. You have done so much for this community over the years, and getting to be able to be a part of this relationship with you over the next year with the Congressmember in office, we're very much looking forward to it. So, outgoing Mayor Byers, congratulations and thank you.
Our next speaker for public comment is Richard Eastman.
Distinguished City of West Hollywood, it was 61 years ago that I got off the band, the Greyhound in Hollywood, and wandered down Fountain Avenue to the Castle Flores to spend my first night in Los Angeles. And it's an honor to be here living with HIV for 31, 41, 51 years, and 61 years of history in the great city of West Hollywood. I ended up hanging out up on the Sunset Strip for a while, and the Rainbow and the Roxy, and everything, the Doors, Robbie Krieger, Jim Morrison. Ended up almost dying. Dennis Perone, 30 years ago, we had a little festival, maybe 20 years ago, where the AIDS Memorial is. And I think Tom DeMille has a great idea for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame sidewalk and a gay icon like Elton John, who's raised $500 million to keep me alive. I know a lot of you in this room don't believe that I worked in a lot of presidential elections. But in 1959, I grew up in San Francisco, whether I was a teenager or an older young man. And my grandmother and I worked for a young senator named John F. Kennedy. And I'm going to leave with these words. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And I love LA, but I love West Hollywood more. And let's celebrate the 30th anniversary of medical marijuana from coast to coast, smoking at the White House, 56, 250th anniversary of America, and the 30th anniversary, and February 28th, come in this room and see a movie about Dennis Perone, free of charge, and I will be here. Thank you, John Hellman. Thank you, City of West Hollywood, for letting me speak. God bless America.
Thank you.
Our next speaker is Felice Kaplan, to be followed by Nina Reynes.
Hi, everyone. Hi, John Heilman. It's good to have you back as mayor again and 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 again. You're a mensch. You're a good man. You're just a kind and decent human being, and I'm just so happy to have you back. And what else? Oh, I've got 1 minute and 36 seconds, so let me think. Anyway, I love you as much as I hate Donald Trump. So I love you tremendously, and I wish you a long life, and maybe one day you'll run for president. It can't be any worse. And I've been here before West Hollywood was even West Hollywood, and I just want to say you're wonderful and kind with a brilliant mind, and I'm so glad you're back. Amen.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Nina Reynes with Jewish Family Services, to be followed by Jeff Bartha.
Hi, good evening. Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members, all the dignitaries, and the West Hollywood community that's here. My name is Nina Reynes. I'm the director of the West Hollywood Comprehensive Service Center, which is part of Jewish Family Service LA. On behalf of JFS-LA, I would like to congratulate newly elected mayor, re-elected John Hellman, and Vice Mayor Danny Heng. Welcome. In addition, I would like to thank outgoing Mayor Chelsea Byers for your dedicated leadership and service to the city and support of social services. Thank you. JFS very much appreciates the strong partnership that we've had with the city over many years and the collaborative spirit that you all bring. We look forward to continuing to work together in service of the wonderful West Hollywood community and our shared goals. Thank you and congratulations.
The next speaker is Jeff Bartha, to be followed by Ed Holman.
Hi, Jeff Bartha, West Hollywood. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Councilman Erickson, more than a year ago, we were in this chamber talking about pickleball. I kindly request that, and then we talked about it at the plumber meeting also. I kindly request in the next meeting or the meeting after that, you can please have an agenda item to dedicate courts 6 and 7 at Plummer Park to be dedicated pickleball only. Now that racket sports are becoming so popular, it's just so much competition. The tennis players have access to all the courts and we only have access to 2 courts. So I kindly request that you put this item on the agenda coming up pretty soon. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Ed Holman, to be followed by Richard Burns.
Congratulations on outgoing Mayor Chelsea Byers. I want to say real quick, we've had many conversations over the year as you've been mayor, and I felt like you've listened. So thank you for your service. They're not leaving, so you're still going to be here. Just want to thank you for that. Congratulations, Vice Mayor Heng. Welcome to the next stage of your, whatever you're doing. Sorry, I'm about to, never mind. Congratulations, Mayor Heilman. I hope to catch you later so I can get you to sign your thing. Thank you. I just want to say thank you and congratulations. That's all. Congratulations.
Thank you, Ed. Richard Burns, to be followed by Matthew Grimes.
Good evening. My name is Richard Burns. I'm a representative of the Western States Regional Council of Carpenters. I'll keep this brief. Just wanted to pay our respects. Ms. Briers, you've done a great job. You'll continue. We appreciate that. Danny Hang and Vice President, again, right? Appreciate everything. John, we're going to really be working with you this year. We appreciate you and the whole team of the council. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Our next speaker is Matthew Grimes, to be followed by Stephanie Harper.
Hello, I'm Matthew Grimes from West Hollywood. Congratulations to everybody. I'm here to speak about Plummer Park and pickleball. There's a huge pickleball family who would love to have 2 courts dedicated, court 6 and 7. Thank you for your support.
Thank you. Stephanie Harker, to be followed by Alec White.
Good evening, Stephanie Harker, City of West Hollywood. I just want to say thank you to council member / former mayor Byers. Thank you for your service to the city and to the community for the past year. And to say how appropriate I think it is that Mayor Heilman, for his last year, you really are the father of the city. I know you don't want to be considered that old, but you were a very young father when you started. I remember meeting you at the very first Vista Street National Night Out, and I went up and I introduced myself, and you said, "I know who you are." And we were off and running. While we haven't always agreed on things, in fact, we've been on opposite ends of the stick, sides of the issues a lot of times, John. I always have respected you, and I have felt the respect you have for me and the other members of the community, which hasn't always been the case with, with every council member. But nonetheless, thank you again for being here and being our mayor for the last year of your service. And I would like to also thank all of you. Something each and every one of us has agreed on, shockingly, was you having the good sense to hire Jackie Rocco as city manager. Thank you, and justice for Renee Good.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Alec White, to be followed by David Nash.
Good evening, all. Alec White, chair of the LGBTQ+ Commission, but I'm speaking on my personal behalf today. So I'd just love to extend my congratulations to now Mayor John Heilman and Vice Mayor Danny Hang. Mayor Heilman, I've always just looked up to you and admired your legacy and all the work you've done for the city. First met back in 2017 or 2018. I remember the exact year, but just always known you as a beacon of light and someone who's really just helped guide the way for WeHo as we fight these tough waters of Trump's second term. And to Vice Mayor Danny Hang, I remember pounding the pavement with you but right before the election as I introduced you to a lot of my neighbors who didn't know me as someone who's politically involved, but just saw me as someone who lived down the street. And I got them to see just how amazing you are, and I'm really so excited to see your work as vice mayor and what's to come next. And Tristan stole my line earlier, but fight on. And last but not least, thank you so much to now former Mayor Chelsea Byers, bringing the Pink Pony Club to West Hollywood, Young Democrat of the Year, and thank you again for WeHo Loves Locals. I just walked down Melrose on the way here and just saw all the businesses booming and popping and people going into them, and just really so grateful for everything you've done and so excited for the year ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Our next speaker is David Nash, to be followed by Bonnie Hyde.
David Nash, 26 years in the city of West Hollywood. John Heilman, since the beginning, for me, you've been here and you've always been calm, steady, so consistent, even smart. I'm glad you're spending another year here as our mayor. Thank you very much. Danny Hang, it was a pleasure to serve with you on the Disability Advisory Board. I thank you for your thoughtfulness, for your offering me rides home. I'm glad that you're on the city council. I hope you'll be here for a while. Thank you, Danny. And thank you, Lauren Meister. No one's mentioned you, but this is your last year before you're termed out as well. I remember seeing your name on the reader board there as Lauren, my sister. You've been there since the beginning for me. You've been on the street and pounding the pavement and listening to people long before you've been in office, and I appreciate your work greatly. And to our outgoing mayor, I've said this before, you're the most articulate, thoughtful reader I've ever heard in that position. Your intelligence and clarity comes through so clearly. I appreciate your service greatly. I think you should serve as a volunteer for our library in a speed reading class. You do it so well. So thank you all, have a wonderful year, and enjoy the party tonight. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Bonnie Hyde, to be followed by Anita Goswami.
Good evening, City Council and Mayor Byers, incoming Mayor Heilman, and Vice Mayor Danny Hang. I wanted to congratulations to the former Mayor Chelsea Byers. Even though we never directly worked together, I really truly thank you for being at our book festival from the American Born Chinese Foundation. And I really want to express my gratitude for how special the city of West Hollywood has been for us as a young nonprofit organization serving the AAPI children and cultural community. We really felt seen and heard by the city of West Hollywood, even from 3 years ago when we were nobody and nobody wanted to take us. I remember City Council took us in and seeing all the council members here at our first event. I remember Lauren and John and both Johns came to support, and of course, Councilmember Danny Hang made it a special item for us this past year, and we truly have been having, I would say, double, triple the success every year after another, and we're busy planning another year of the event and looking forward to a great year. And honestly, on behalf of the American Born Chinese Foundation, and as co-founder of the LA Kids Book Festival, I just really want to sincerely thank you, and looking forward to working with you in the future, and congratulations. And Chelsea, you're an inspiration for little girls everywhere. Really, truly proud of you. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Anita Goswami, to be followed by Genevieve Morrow.
Hi there, Anita Goswami. I'm a 38-year resident of West Hollywood. John, I've observed you all those years, specifically your dedication to the city. I mean, we don't always agree, but man, I've appreciated your intellect, your dedication. It is the absolute gold standard, even more than that, that we have here. Your professionalism throughout all the different things. I mean, a lot of things we've really disagreed on, and you have been completely rational and professional, and I wish you're the example everyone should follow. You love this city. You've loved it from its inception, and you've stayed here rather than using West Hollywood as a springboard for other ambitions, and I applaud this, absolutely. You love this city as we love it. And what I hope to see, and I expect from this mayor and the council and the city government here is championing the rights of all residents at all levels, here in city council chambers, to LA County, throughout the various jurisdictions represented here, and especially standing up to Sacramento, where it seems so many directives originate that specifically affect our homes, our streets, our businesses, and the constant redevelopment that's in this city. We must all work together for a stable, safe, secure, especially these days, safe and secure, an economically and creatively vibrant community. We've got the creativity. We need to get the economics going here too. For all of us who live, work, play, walk, drive, and park, ride, and transit through our city. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Genevieve Morrill, to be followed by Rick Watts.
Good evening, Genevieve Morrill, President and CEO of the West Hollywood Chamber of Commerce, but not anymore. I want to just thank outgoing Mayor Byers. One of the things, before WeHo Loves Locals, there was We Happy Wednesdays. So thank you, Mayor and Councilmember Meister and the rest of the council for hosting that. But one of the things that I love about you, Mayor Byers, was that we really understood how you want to us all to walk through the world. And I think that integrity and your commitment to that, whether we agree or not on some of those issues, was really apparent. Mayor Heilman, I've known you since 1999. I think you were one of the first council members with Sal Gariello that I met, along with your deputy, Fran Solomon, who's here. And it's been a long journey here, and congratulations on becoming mayor, and Vice Mayor Hang, getting to know you, so thank you. I wanted to take a moment to introduce Len Lanzi. Where is he? Len is your incoming CEO, President and CEO for the West Hollywood Chamber of Commerce. And he's going to say a couple words. I'll leave him 30 seconds. But I just want to thank you all for everything. But Len, go ahead.
Thank you, Genevieve. City Council, Mayor Byers, first of all, it was really nice to meet you a couple months ago at Angel City Football Club event, and I was really impressed. One of the words that people have consistently said tonight is grace. And what a beautiful word to describe somebody. All of us should have that grace. So what a great example. I'm looking forward to working with you. Mayor Heilman, you've had such an austere career in this community. I've watched you from afar. Looking forward to working with you and the rest of the City Council. Congratulations to you all. I'm looking forward to an outstanding year. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Rick Watts, to be followed by Jacob Shaw and Paul Nichols.
Thank you, Council. Mayor, congratulations to all of you. A long time ago, a fellow by the name, I believe it was John Winthrop, that once admonished the founders of this country and its predecessors to conduct ourselves so as to be a shining city on a hill, a beacon for an example for all of humanity. Our little city, when it was founded back in 1984, well, when the voters voted it in 1984, and then it was founded in 1985, was a coalition of disparate interests: seniors, renters, the LGBT community. I find myself actually being a member of all three of those now at this point. Unlike the folks that are in the, so many that are in the House and the Senate back in Washington, D.C., every single one of you should be proud of what you have created and continue to serve here. Although I have disagreed with every one of you at one point or another on various issues, we have all treated each other with respect. And former Mayor Byers, what was said about you earlier, calling the Disabilities Advisory Board on the night of the fire when there was so much other things to attend to, that really meant a lot to me and to the other people that you did call. You have a lot to be proud of. And Mayor Heilman, you also. I can't say enough things about you. Every one of you deserves to be up here. And you all have a lot to be proud of, and we should be proud of you, and you're a good example to everyone in this audience, elected or not. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick.
Our next speakers are Jacob Shaw and Paul Nichols, to be followed by Yola Dore.
Good evening, Council. So thankful to be here tonight, and just want to congratulate outgoing Mayor Chelsea Byers.
Can you pull the mic forward?
Sure, I'll talk a little louder. It's been a rough year. You know, we started last year with some fires and some things that we weren't hoping would happen at the beginning of the year. And one thing I've always been able to trust is that the Council's been there to hear us, to listen, maybe not do everything we want, but to have the conversation. And I'm so very proud of that conversation that we've always been able to have. And because we have a big responsibility to keep the Rainbow District. And that doesn't happen without profitable businesses. And we're so thankful that you will be there for us. And congratulations, outgoing Mayor. Congratulations, John Heilman, incoming Mayor. I look forward to working with you. We stand ready to serve. We stand ready to be a part of the community. You know, we open our doors early. We open our doors as often as we can for events that might not be profitable, but they're important to the city and they're important to us. So I look forward to working with you on keeping those going and doing the best we can. And obviously, Danny Hang, congratulations. I try to be more formal, but I know everybody so closely because we work so much together, and it's a day-to-day activity, and it takes a lot. And congratulations, Jackie Rocco. Very proud to have you as our city manager, and look forward to working with you as well.
Paul Nichols, one of Jacob's business partners. I'll talk fast, but first of all, thank you, Chelsea Byers, for your service. It was a rough year, and we were lucky to have you there. Jackie Rocco, it's so great to see you sitting there. John Heilman, I've lived here for 25 years. Thank you for helping shape this city that's allowed me to flourish. And Danny Hang, who's been a part of the city, part of this community. It's nice to see you sitting there. You know, we occupy the former Rage space, and it's a business that was, all the businesses and safe spaces for the LGBTQ community were very crucial in forming the city, as John remembers, and making it what it is. We take that responsibility very seriously. We hope to carry on that legacy. I can't think of a better convo than John Heilman and Danny Hang to provide perspective to the city. So congratulations.
Thank you.
I think our final speaker this evening is Yola Dore.
Good evening, Council. Yola Dore, over 30-year disabled resident of the city. First of all, congratulations to all of you, and congratulations to the residents of this city. Boy, this city has stood out and been the best. Mayor Heilman, we have so much in common. You and your 41 plus years, and I going on my 80th this month. That's pretty unbelievable, right? We have advocated together. We have tried to make things better here. We've stood up for inclusion and equality. But I have a special request. I hope this year, as we all stand up for equality, we will include persons with disabilities. I thank you so much.
Mayor, that was our final speaker.
All right, and before we get to speeches by our new vice mayor and myself, we have a little bit of business to take care of. So our new city manager, Jackie Rocco, you have a city manager's report.
Good evening, everyone, and Happy New Year. Great to be here with all of you. I just have a very brief update because I know we have a party to get to. So I just want to share with all of you that our Class 2 bicycle lane green paint project is underway. The city will undertake a project to paint the existing Class 2 bicycle lanes green using a film-friendly color. These lanes are located along Santa Monica Boulevard, Fairfax Avenue, and San Vicente Boulevard. The city's contractor will begin layout work the week of January 12th, with nighttime painting scheduled to begin January 19th. And I know we've all been looking forward to this, and especially for the folks that want to see the filming in our city. And that's my only update. That concludes my update to all of you. And welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Jackie. And now I'm going to turn to our new Vice Mayor, Vice Mayor Danny Hang.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm really grateful to my colleagues for this honor and truly humbled to serve as the Vice Mayor of the city that I call home. West Hollywood is where I found community and where I learned that local government can show up for people, that it can be personal, compassionate, and bold at the same time. This city welcomed me, gave me opportunities to serve, and helped shape the values that I bring with me every day. Being able to give back in this role means a great deal to me. Standing here as the first AAPI elected to the West Hollywood City Council is deeply meaningful, and I couldn't have done it without my parents. My parents are right here in the front row. Thank you, Mom and Dad. They taught me the value of service and hard work. My dad was a union worker who showed me why standing up for workers matters, and my mom worked in a small business owning a little nail salon in South Pasadena, and she taught me what it means to care for others and to keep a community going. I want to thank our former Mayor Chelsea Byers for steady leadership this past year, guiding our city through wildfires, supporting our community during federal ICE raids, and navigating uncertainty at the federal level with courage and warmth. I'm honored to serve as Vice Mayor under Mayor John Heilman, founder of this great city and a leader who has spent decades standing up for equality and local voices. I'm grateful for the chance to learn from him. And I also want to congratulate our new city manager, Jackie Rocco. Jackie, we're excited to have you leading our organization. And I truly look forward to working with you as we move the city forward together. And thank you to my colleagues, council members Meister and council members Erickson for your friendship and your partnership. And to our city staff, I know you're out there. Thank you for the professionalism, care, and dedication you bring to this work day in and day out. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Through your hard work, you make everything look effortless, almost like magic. Our city truly doesn't run without you. And to our residents, workers, and small business owners, you're the heart of this city. And thank you again for your trust. I'm ready to get to work, and like the Sunset Strip, this city never stops shining. Thank you, Mayor.
I know we have a party to get to, so I am going to try to keep my remarks brief, but I do want to start first by thanking everyone in the community for allowing me to serve on the City Council and allowing me to serve in this role. I also want to thank all the dignitaries that came tonight from our sister cities, Beverly Hills, Culver City, Santa Monica, our great county supervisor, Lindsay Horvath, our county assessor, Monterey Park was in the house, the school board, our assembly member, our state senator, our LA Unified School District. It really is a great partnership, and I thank you for being here tonight and look forward to working with you in this upcoming year. And of course, thank you to Melissa for swearing me in, and thank you for our city staff who do such an incredible job. We are so blessed with such talented people who work for our city day in and day out to implement all of the programs. We get the credit, but they do all of the work. And of course, I want to thank my colleagues for giving me the opportunity to serve in this role. And Chelsea, I've already thanked you for your incredible service, but it has been a great year, and I really appreciate everything you've done, and I really look forward to working with you, Danny, and being able to serve on various subcommittees together. I'm looking forward to learning from you and working with you. And I have great confidence that you will be able to step in on a moment's notice and fill this role if I'm unable to serve at any time, or if I get caught up at work or I'm not able to make a meeting. I know that you will represent us with such intellect and as well kindness and compassion. It is going to be a busy year for us. It's always a busy year for us because we're a city that does things, and we're a city that is willing to take a stand. I want to address 4 things tonight. Some of the things that are already on our plate, some of the things that I would like to initiate this year. I want to just touch briefly about what's happening at the federal level. And I also want to end with a personal pledge and hopefully a call to action and inspire others to take action as well. We do have a number of things that we have already initiated. Public safety, of course, is a primary focus of the city. Every city, that is their ultimate job of keeping their residents and their visitors safe. We have implemented some programs with our sheriff's department and have funded some technological advances, and we will be looking forward to working with them to implement those in the upcoming year to make sure that they are utilized appropriately and also utilized in the intended way to keep all of our residents and visitors safe. We're going to be updating our zoning ordinance. That's something that is already in the works, and that is going to be something that we are going to be faced as a council. It is a contentious issue, and it's going to be our obligation to balance the competing interests, the interests of ensuring new housing that is affordable for the community, but also making sure that we look at protecting our neighborhoods, making sure that we retain the quality of life for our existing residents and our new residents as well. We are in the middle of trying to bring rail service to the city of West Hollywood. As you know, this has been a long time effort in the city, working with Metro in partnership. They are going to be announcing the alignment for a new route in the next couple of months, and we need to make sure that they are announcing a route that serves West Hollywood. And we have been working in partnership with a number of our sister cities as well as a number of other stakeholders in the region to ensure that the new route serves all of West Hollywood. We have a new city manager, as you know, Jackie Rocco, not new to the city, but as a council, part of our job is to make sure that we give her clear expectations and clear direction so that we can ensure that she moves programs forward and that we hold her accountable and that we hold our city staff accountable as well. And we have a number of issues at City Hall, issues in ensuring that we have the resources that are needed to implement all of the programs that we have agreed to, and making sure our resources are properly aligned so that our staff can do the jobs we ask them to do. It's going to be a year of transition. We have 2 of us, both Councilmember Meister and myself, will be off the council at the end of the year due to term limits. We will have a municipal election in November, and those are always a lot of drama in the city of West Hollywood. But it is our job as a council to make sure that our council meetings are focused on the business at hand and that we don't get dragged into that drama. So we welcome people who are running for office to be here, to participate, to speak at public comment, but we hope that we can continue the business of the city without our meetings devolving into what sometimes gets a little contentious in the city of West Hollywood. I do want to talk about a couple of initiatives. Sorry. Today was also the first day of law school classes for me, so I'm already talked out. I want to initiate a real effort to revitalize Sunset Strip. We have spent a lot of time on the Rainbow District and on Santa Monica Boulevard. But the Sunset Strip is the heart of rock and roll. It is where many of our high-end hotels are. We've already discussed an item of bringing back the Sunset Strip Music Festival in a reconceptualized way. But we also need to be looking at doing ongoing activities on the Sunset Strip to ensure that it remains and it is a vibrant area for all of West Hollywood and the visitors to this community. We have done a lot of work in the last couple of years with signage on Sunset. Now when people come into the city or they want to upgrade a sign, they have to provide ongoing revenue to the city. And that's a benefit to our city, it's a benefit to our community. And that signage revenue is significant. It is part of the reason why our budget is so strong right now. But going forward, we need to make sure that the revenue from that signage really directly benefits our community. And I am going to bring forth an initiative that is a signage dividend initiative. A dividend that won't necessarily pay money to residents, but that money will be used to reduce some of the fees, some of the costs that our residents experience, our rent stabilization fees, our parking permit fees, and making sure that residents know that we're able to either lower those fees or keep those fees low because of the revenue that we are generating from new signage on Sunset. Preserving rent-stabilized housing is another initiative. It is very challenging because property owners are allowed to go out of the rental business. They're allowed to build new properties, new developments, and we've seen what the costs are for new residential rental housing, what the rents are for a new two-bedroom, $6,500, $7,000. This is out of the range for most of our middle-income residents. So one of my initiatives is to look at how do we incentivize property owners to keep their rent-stabilized units in the same range of affordability as they currently are. Right now, if there's a vacancy, the landlord can raise to market rents. And because West Hollywood is a desirable place, market rents are as high as people are willing to pay. And they're quite high in the city of West Hollywood. So I want to figure out a way, and there are ways that we can do this, to ensure that property owners continue to make a fair return, but they're willing to sign a covenant with the city that they will preserve their property in the same range of affordability. We had a very successful book fair. Thank you for bringing that book fair to us. That book fair really serves primarily families with children, and I know a number of my colleagues have talked about reinstituting the book fair that was more of a general book fair for the community. And I'm going to be initiating that this year as well. And the final initiative I want to launch for this year, it's amazing that some of our buildings that we still think of as new, our library, for instance, is 15 years old. Our fire station on San Vicente Boulevard is even older. Our comprehensive services center at Plummer Park is older than that. And a number of these buildings, they've been well maintained, but we need to look at, do they need enhancements? Do they need improvements? What has worked, what hasn't worked? So I'm going to be working with our city staff to examine all of those buildings and make sure that they're ready for the next 30 years of service to our community. I do want to talk just briefly about what's happening at the federal level. And of course, from my standpoint, it's appalling. And I'm not going to detail all of, in my mind, criminal activity and grift that is occurring at the federal level, because we would be here all night. But I want to make sure that we talk a little bit about what's directly impacting our residents. Not only our residents, our community, our visitors, the organizations that serve us, and our business community. Here are some of the things that are happening and have happened at the federal level. Cutting and defunding critical social services. We already see people's healthcare premiums increasing. Cutting funding for Medicaid. Cutting SNAP benefits. Cutting suicide prevention programs for LGBTQ youth. These directly impact our residents, and they fall most heavily on our residents who are the most vulnerable residents. The biggest recipients of Medicaid, the biggest recipients of SNAP in West Hollywood are seniors. They can't go to work. They can't make more money. They are now food insecure because of what has been done at the federal level. People living with HIV, people living with disabilities. Many of them are the ones who are impacted by these federal cuts. On top of that, the federal government is attempting to deny and erase the existence of LGBTQ plus people. You can see what they've done. All of the federal websites, they've all been scrubbed of any reference to LGBTQ people. They have removed us from existence at the federal level. They've removed us from the annual Human Rights Report. They don't acknowledge Pride Month. They're trying to erase rainbow crosswalks, removal of LGBTQ books from libraries. This is a direct attack on our residents. It's a direct attack on all of us. The healthcare cuts, cutting $800 million in funding, research focused on LGBTQ plus healthcare, failing to recognize World AIDS Day, cutting PEPFAR, a bipartisan program that was saving millions of people's lives around the world, failure to, or terminating various grants that were serving our community, and then the unrelenting attacks on the transgender community. Just nonstop attacks on the transgender community, forcing federally funded organizations to remove references to transgender people, banning transgender people from serving in the military, removing transgender people in the military and then denying them benefits, removing federal funding from hospitals that are providing care to transgender people, blaming transgender people for violence against women, even though transgender people are the biggest victims of violence in this community, especially transgender women of color. And then they have the audacity to say they're doing all these things to protect, quote, real women, and we know they don't care about real women because all they do is elevate and empower men who are accused of sexual assault. The entire administration is filled with them. And if they really care about protecting women, then maybe they should test over 300,000 rape kits in this country that are untested. And guess what? When they test that DNA, none of those people are going to be transgender. We know who attacks women in this country. It is not transgender people. And we need to fight back against this. Thank you. The unending attacks on immigrants. We've seen it in West Hollywood. We've seen employees snatched from a car wash across the street. We've seen an employee snatched from the street just the other day. And they're attacking and denying asylum to LGBTQ asylum seekers, forcing them to remain in countries or return to countries where they're going to be killed. Why am I talking about the federal government here at the local level? Because it directly impacts us. It impacts all of us. It impacts our neighbors. It impacts the most vulnerable people in the community. And until the people in the current administration are held accountable, and hopefully criminally accountable, we need to remain vigilant. We need to oppose their activities. We need to do everything within our power, our limited power as a city, to fight back and to protect the members of our community. I know it is a challenging time, and I know that we're all at times feeling despondent and feeling like, oh, I just can't look at the newspaper today. I can't scroll through the news. What terrible thing did they do today? But we are a resilient community. We are a strong community. I want to remind everyone, when we first became a city in 1984, that was the year that there was a landslide re-election for Ronald Reagan. We had a Republican Senate, a Republican president, we had a Republican in the governor's office, we had no non-discrimination protection as a city or for the LGBTQ community. And many of the organizations that we rely on that serve our community, they didn't exist at that time. So we learned that we have to take care of ourselves. And as Mayor Byers said, we're basically on our own here. We have to look out for one another. We have to make sure that we're protecting one another, and we have to be prepared to fight back as we have been doing in the last year. And this leads me to my final point tonight. And I want to close with my own personal pledge and a call to action. As I mentioned, many of our residents are currently struggling. They had their SNAP benefits cut, or their Medicaid cut, or their medical expenses have gone up. And the programs that they rely on are unsteady and unstable. Others are living in the community with chronic health problems, with disabilities, and of course, our transgender residents and our immigrant community are especially impacted. And some of our immigrants, not only are they worried about ICE, they came from Iran, or they came from Ukraine, or they came from a former Soviet country, and they're worried about their family members back home. So they're under exceptional levels of stress. Now is really the time for all of us to step up. Now is the time for us to rededicate ourselves. And I know so many people in this community volunteer and donate and are incredibly generous and help one another out. But we need to do more. And if you have been thinking, well, maybe I'll just fly under the radar for the next couple of years. I don't want to get too active, too busy. Now is not the time to hide. We need you. We all need you. We need you to look at what you can do. And somebody paraphrased JFK, but I'm going to paraphrase him as well. Ask not what the city can do. Ask what you can do to help people in the community. And all of us can serve. It's so incredibly rewarding to do so. There are so many great nonprofit organizations, so many people in need in this community and the surrounding community. We just opened a homeless shelter with Essentia. They're always looking for volunteers. The Saban Free Clinic is always looking for volunteers. Jewish Family Service, who were here running our senior program, they always need help. APLA, that serves people living with HIV, the Hollywood Food Coalition, and even big institutions like Cedars-Sinai, which I've seen too much of recently and hope not to see any more for a while. But they're always dependent on volunteers as well. So I really want to encourage everyone to look at what you can do to help the community and the organizations that serve this community. I am very fortunate, and I know many people in this community are. If you bought a home or a duplex or a condo 20 years ago, you're probably more wealthy than you ever expected to be. And I'm going to encourage all of you to look at ways that you can give back. I am in a position this year that I can pledge my entire city council salary this year, and I am going to donate it back to organizations serving the community. So each month, Thank you. Each month, I am going to start the council meeting by giving a personal $1,000 contribution to organizations that are serving our community, and I will name them and encourage everyone else to donate if they can or to volunteer their time to help these organizations that serve our residents in need. And I want to encourage everyone to do the same or to look at how you can give back this year. Give back to this community that has been so important to me, has been such an incredible honor to be a part of. But I know for so many of you who serve this city, it is part of your life too. So thank you for everything that you do and hopefully continue to do. Finally, I want to end by thanking, again, my colleagues for allowing me to serve in this role, thanking our incredible city staff for the work that they do day in and day out, and really thank you to the community for being here tonight, and thank you for all that you do to make West Hollywood a great place. And I want to shout out to my friends and my family who are watching online. So with that, we have one more item of business, but again, thank you, thank you, thank you. I look forward to working with you. Now we have a brief item of business. Hopefully it'll be brief. And Melissa, I haven't done this for a while, so you'll let me know if I screw up anything, okay?
Yeah, I got you.
Party's upstairs.
So we're now going to the consent calendar. And Melissa, will you give us a fiscal impact of tonight's consent calendar?
Yes, Mayor, it's a very easy one this evening. The fiscal impact on tonight's consent calendar is $0 in expenditures, $0 in revenue, and $0 in waived fees. And with that, I'll take a motion and a motion to approve tonight's consent calendar.
Second.
I'm already having a balanced budget, 0 and 0. All right.
So
Roll call.
I got a second, or motion by Councilmember Erickson. I got a second from Councilmember Byers. I think everyone gave it a second, so I think I have an approval, but I'm going to do a roll call vote. Councilmember Erickson.
Yes.
And I got to get it different. Councilmember Byers.
Yes.
Councilmember Meister.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hang.
Aye.
Mayor Heilman.
Aye.
And tonight's consent calendar is approved.
All right, and I don't believe we have any excluded consent calendar items or additional public comment, so I will turn to my colleagues for brief council member comments and meeting attendance reports, and then we'll adjourn to the party upstairs.
I have just a few meetings to report. I attended the Los Angeles County Affordable Housing Solutions Renter Protection and Homeless Prevention meeting just this morning, in addition to the National League of Cities Young Municipal Leaders meeting. The Contract Cities Legislative Tour up in Sacramento last week, along with Councilmember Erickson and Vice Mayor Hang. And it's been such a joy to start this year in such a full room and full spirits with you all. We're truly so fortunate, as you heard, in this pledge and commitment from our mayor tonight, to be led by Mayor Heilman in the year ahead, and it's such a joy to be a part of this council. So I thank you all. I'm looking forward to a really exciting year ahead. That's all for me.
Thank you so much. I attended the California Contract Cities legislative tour up in Sacramento, as well as a number of community events. Additionally, I want to say a few words to congratulate Vice Mayor Danny Hang. I have known you for quite some time, and to see you lead in this new position, and to now have Lauren, Chelsea, and I get to put you on every subcommittee will be a great privilege and honor to make sure your time is quite busy. So welcome to the pathway, but thank you for all that you always do to protect our businesses, our community members, and for leading with grace and a little bit of style with every amazing tie that you always bring to it. I like to credit your amazing parents and friends to that, many of which, my mom says hello, by the way, Mrs. Ang, there you go. But I just want to say that it's truly remarkable to see our not only first Asian American Vice Mayor, Asian American council member, but a leader in this community who's already put his foot in the door and said, this is who I am and who I'm fighting for. And truly, congratulations. And then I've been trying to think about what to say to my mentor, my friend, someone who has seen me through so many issues, but most importantly still, I think remembers me as that very young kid who came to city council and hid under Fran Solomon's desk when she wasn't in there. And then when she would come in there, I'd jump out and scare the bejesus out of her. But you are the reason why so many of us are alive as LGBTQ people. You are the reason why local cities, local governors, elected officials from all over have passed non-discrimination ordinances, have passed laws that allow people to be seen for who they are. It's why you were honored by the Victory Fund, but it's why so many people out here honor you every single day. And it's why I look up to you. It's why I consider you not only a dear friend, but someone who I look to when we need strength as a city. But you are someone that gave me my first staff report to do, as well as Councilmember and former Mayor Abby Land. But you are someone that I truly don't know where my life would be without. And so I'm looking forward to serving with you in this last year, as I couldn't have imagined it myself to be here with you in this moment in time. But you are truly an icon. And I just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
So first I want to just say that in terms of volunteerism, it would be really great if we had on our website homepage a link to volunteer. I don't know how many people have called or emailed me in the past and said, how do I volunteer for the city? And I'm like, oh, let me call admin because I'm not sure where you go and what you do. So it would be really important to have that on a place where we could just say, just go to the homepage and you'll find that link. And thank you, Mayor, for bringing that up. So I'm going to start with Vice Mayor Danny Hang because he's so much easier than the mayor. Just want to congratulate you again and just say, you know, don't worry. I know it's your second year, and it's a big responsibility and it's a big role to be vice mayor, but you'll be fine because you have colleagues who are here to help you. And you have a mayor who will be an incredible mentor for you. So, and anytime you want to, you know, take a walk with me in the morning, I can use someone to hold on to while I recover from my eyes. I'm only kidding. But really, you know, happy to share. As you know, I'm never shy about sharing my perspective on what goes on in the city. Mayor Heilman, so I'm just going to say this little story. When I first started getting active in the city, I invited John Heilman to my home. And I had just moved in West Hollywood West, and I said, please come, you know, I'd like to talk to you about different issues in the city. And he came to my home, and my dog at the time, Molly, I don't know if you remember, goosed him. And I've never been more embarrassed in my life. And I said, I'm so sorry she goosed you. And he said, that's okay. That's like the most action I've had, like all, you know, year. And you know, no matter, you know, where we stand on various issues, and we agree on, you know, the important social issues and the basics of government and governing. You know, we haven't always agreed on you know, other issues. However, what I have found is that John Heilman has an incredible sense of humor. And that's a really good thing to have, and that's one thing that I think we've shared over the years, that no matter how much we disagreed on something, we could always find something to laugh about. And I really look forward to your year as mayor, and I think it is very, very fitting for this year for you to be in that position. And I look forward to your taking the helm and for your leadership. So thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I participated and attended in various community activities throughout the city. I also attended the Contract Cities Association with my two colleagues, council members Erickson and Mayor Chelsea Byers. And I had the honor of presenting a 103rd birthday proclamation on behalf of the mayor to Joe Alexander, who turned 103 years old, and he was a Holocaust survivor. So I presented him with proclamation at Temple Beth El in West Hollywood, and it was such an honor for me to do so. And I wanted to thank my colleagues, and I want to thank our mayor, because being that now I'm a sophomore, I feel like I'm going to have such great opportunity learning from you. You are one of the founding fathers of our city, and I have so much to absorb from you in terms of your history and what you've taught us and what you're going to teach me this year. So I'll be calling you a lot, John. Thank you.
And thank you, Danny. And I look forward to working with you and also learning from you, because I think I have a lot to learn from you and your perspective, and I look forward to serving on all of those various subcommittees with you. I have no meeting attendance reports, so we are now at the end of our meeting, and I can officially adjourn to our next meeting, which is on Tuesday, January 20th, here at 6 p.m. And the party is upstairs in the library. Thank you all for being here. We're adjourned.
But in terms of creating gender-affirming clothes or presentations, it's just such an important skill to have, and I'm really lucky that I get to come here and meet new people and just like have an amazing class for free. It's like something so unique that I don't think a lot of people realize they have access to.
And it's been